Yeah, like
Everything
yeah.
right here.
What you want, man? I got the hen dog.
Right, what you need, man. I got what you need right here.
Right there. The Cavassier's right there.
Oh, some sneakers. Oh yeah, no problem.
Right. And they be having everything you need, man. Like
right here.
Like what you got, man? What you need? And what you got?
I got it.
No,
I got it.
It's behind my.
You want hair grease? Right here.
It's right off camera. Right off camera.
You want vitamin pack? Right here, vitamins. Right here.
They got an invisible box of just mystery.
You want a sneaker coloring book? Right here.
Are you serious? You don't want the real sneakers. You just want to color something.
Oh, you want a sneaker coloring book?
Wow, that's dope.
Sneaker coloring book. Yeah, ain't no bullshit. No bullshit. Hold on.
Train kids to make colorways.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And 1, 2. I like that. I like that, Jacoby. I like that.
Jacoby.
Trying to find a good.
Let's put color format, Jacoby.
Right. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get these designs.
Know what I'm saying? Got the purple and yellow magics from back in the day.
Hey, that's dope.
You drew that? You colored that?
Yeah, I colored it, yeah.
That's dope, bro.
That's you know what?
That's clean.
That's what's up. They bringing adult coloring back.
I like how
they bringing that back.
Jake made those, but they're like, once he was done, he was like, yeah, these are the ones I want.
These are 2024.
These ones 5.
These what? I go in Foot Locker and you got these?
Right.
Yo, I don't know when they're coming out. You'll know because I drew them.
Right.
I colored them, nigga.
You got these? You got these? You got these? You ain't got these. Yeah, I drew these bitches. You ain't got these.
You go to the
that sound like somebody they gonna call a people on.
Oh shit,
man! Jake got a Mary Poppins computer screen. He's just pulling out.
Oh shit! Hey there, I gotta do the intro, y'all. Hey, went into a bottom.
I've been waiting.
Went to a bottom of abyss of fucking coloring. Fuck. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, but what I do know I'm about to say is welcome to episode 51 of Mask Off. One more road to cross. I'm your host, Jake. We in the building. You know what I'm saying? Right up under me is my homie, and also the man whose birthday is tomorrow. Yeah. The homie Big Cone. What up, though?
I hear you. I see you. Let me be you.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
I fucks with that. Right next to the future birthday boy. I ain't like that. But anyway, right next to that either, nigga. we're all future birthday boys because our birthday anyway.
Good point.
Right next to the homie. Right next to the homie. So it's the young bull Malachi. What up, man?
What's the word? I'm bringing out the OG Mask Off hat for the OG birthday. You feel me? What's good? Y'all.
I like that. On this Frankie Beverly. I like that.
So right above the young bull is the man with the plan, the man on the ones and twos, El Presidente. Mask Off, Dan. What up, though?
We're all birthday boys.
We're all BBs.
All right.
Look, I can't say that either because that can be misinterpreted as bad business.
Yeah, that didn't sound right.
No, we're BBs.
Yeah, I'm sorry for saying that earlier, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. We all in the building, all feeling good, feeling great. You know what I'm saying. Let's just get right into it. Malachi, hit us with that motivational minute.
What's the word, y'all? Today's motivational minute is about age is nothing but a number. And that's not just a cliche, but that's real life. You can't let whatever age you turn define how you feel in your body, because when you get a certain age, people automatically have a stigma of how you should feel, what you should be doing. It's only defined by how you want to feel. You know what I'm saying? If you take care of your body, you intake the right stuff in your body, then you can have the body that you want. You can and keep hold on to your youth. So don't let age define you. Age is in the mind. That's your motivational minute.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope, man. I know a lot of people who struggle with that, man. Like, and not from my generation, but previous generations, they have a lot of misconceptions about life. They want you to, the kids to do everything for them, hand and foot. Like, just because, you may be at a certain level in your life, that does not make you homebound. Get up, move, get active. You know what I'm saying? So that really touched something. Yeah, I could relate to that.
Yeah. The way that I took that quote was, it's like people just like throughout life. It's just like you think you turn 16, then like you think, all right, at 16 I need to do this, and this, and then at this next age I need to reach these milestones. But like, I mean, those things are like up to you, so you can't really be forced inside those milestones there.
That's a good point. Real good point, Dan.
Yeah, people need to slow down. Just let things happen. One of my favorite quotes from rapper T.I. He said on the Kanye West song "Drive Slow," he said, "Life is about making it, not who makes it the fastest. Drive slow, homie." That's one of my favorite lines ever because it's real. That's what everybody should live by. So you know what I'm saying. So yeah, don't rush.
That's amazing. That line touched you. Wow. On a Kanye song.
Oh, Kanye.
OG gotta throw some shade in there, though.
What the fuck?
Shade. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying Kanye had a lot of touching moments.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dan. Dan is my co-Kanye.
Oh yeah, that's true. You said drop slow, like that's like a random song, but wait,
that's a dope song.
I think Nas was on there. I don't remember no T.I. being on there.
T.I.
T.I. was on Drive Slow. It was it might have been a remix. It was the video version. T.I. was definitely on the video version.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if he was on the album version. And Nas was on We Major. He was on that song on Late Registration. That's the song he was on. But anyway, I'm gonna shoot it to the homie Big Tone for our next segment. Put us up on game. Tone, what it do?
Paul Wall. It was Paul Wall that was on there.
Yeah, Paul Wall was on there, but T.I. was on the video version.
Okay.
That might be a thing.
Okay. Shout out to Dan again for being my Kanye co-part. Anyway, this week on Put You Up on Game, man, I want to talk about rehabs in the city of Detroit. And why am I talking about rehabs? Well, the reason why I'm talking about rehabs is it's a lot of people out there that need certain kind of help. They're dealing with certain things in their life and they don't have nowhere to turn to. And I just want to touch on the fact that in the 80s, late 80s and the late 90s, in the late 80s to the 90s, we got hit real hard in Detroit when it came to the epidemic of crack cocaine. How did it hit? We all know how it started flooding our communities. And if you don't know, just point to the government at that time and the Contras. But I'm going to let that go. But I'm not here to talk about that. One of the major places I want to talk about is at the bottom, you see on a ticker, Detroit Addiction Treatment Center and Rehabilitation Program. That is the address, 47838 Wade Street, Detroit, Michigan, 48213. There's also Sobriety House. That's on 2081 West Grand Boulevard, Detroit, Michigan, 48208. And these places, they offer an array of rehabilitation methods. And also, the Detroit Addiction Treatment Center is a methadone clinic, too. If you're suffering from heroin and whatnot. So I just want to give a good put you up on game about addiction. If you're struggling with it, these are some of the areas you can look at. And for confidentiality, you can always check out free rehab centers in the Detroit, Michigan area. That's www.freerehabcenters.org. Hashtag city, not hashtag, dash city, dash Michigan, Detroit. So check those places out, man, because it's imperative that if you're looking for some type of care and concern, these are the places you can help those people that are struggling. So reach out to those people that you feel as though need the help, because a lot of people that are in that lifestyle don't feel like they need any kind of help. And I don't think this just extends to like crack cocaine and heroin. And I think it can go with people with addiction with marijuana, whatever form of addiction you're dealing with. Check out these places. Check out the website I told you to check out also. Once again, it's freerehabcenters.org. And type in your city, type in your state, and then they'll get you together. So this is Big Tone and Put You Up on Game, bringing you information as needed.
Yeah, sure. Sometimes the best thing to know is just to know that there's help there. And because you don't even think about it when like you're not set like there. But
right.
But to just know that there are ways you can get help or like help out a friend or a loved one. So
right, the knowledge of the information, very important. Thank you, OG.
Thank you. Knowledge is power.
Mm-hmm. Word. Do your research. I don't know why I did.
Right.
Wait a minute. Pause. Let's go back. Did you tell my young boy what he was giving?
Oh yeah, shit. Damn. This is like the first week. I forgot that. Infinite rules.
You've been not doing the group discussion song. You haven't been doing nothing.
Hey,
I'm sorry to bring it back up, but I just thought about it when you said, now do your research.
Right.
That goes out to the young boy.
But Malachi drops Infinite Jewels always. So I apologize for slipping on that. The young bull was dropping Infinite Jewels as usual. He was.
Infinite Jewels were dropped.
Yes, they were. And since the screen is on me, let's get right into this group discussion for this week. We're going to talk about addiction this week. And one of the things...
You missed it.
Missed it again. Damn.
You want me to do it?
Please do. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It is group discussion. Group discussion. Group discussion.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. I mean, he the only one who do it. So yeah.
You supposed to do it. All right, we're not gonna do this.
I'm not doing that. That's his thing. No one does it like Tone does it.
Yeah, I'm glad you straightened that up, because last week you talking about you ain't doing that shit. And I held on to that.
That ain't what I meant, though. That ain't what I meant. That's his thing. Fine. I'll come up with my whole thing. I said that a couple weeks ago. Still ain't did it, but I'll come up with my whole thing. Shit. Anyway, we're going to talk about addiction this week. And one of the things heavy in the news in the past week that inspired this group discussion is DMX. DMX is currently at White Plains Hospital in New York after suffering a heart attack from a drug overdose, and he's currently on life support, and it's not looking good for him. And everyone's been having him in their prayers for the last weekend, hoping for a recovery for him. But like, if you don't know who DMX is, if you don't, shame on you. But if you don't know who DMX is, he's a rap legend. One of the best to ever do it. He, you know what I'm saying? He came on the scene with 2 classic hip hop albums in 1 year, like As Dark as Hell is Hot and Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. Dropped those both in '98, number ones. So many classic albums and singles like Rough Riders Anthem, Get At Me Dog, Stop Being Greedy, No Love For Me. It just goes on. But he's just known for his raw, passionate delivery, in the studio and out of the studio in real life. He just DMX is always DMX. That's one thing that we always appreciated about him and loved about him. And you know what I'm saying? Right now he's fighting for his life. And he's you know what I'm saying, he's had a rough life. He's you know what I'm saying, he's been suffering with addiction for a long time. It stems from trauma from his childhood. He was abused as a child, suffered from his mother. And when he was I believe when he was 13, 14 years old, he revealed that his mentor at the time, you know what I'm saying, he was smoking marijuana with, and he laces marijuana with crack, and that's how he got addicted. His crack addiction started, and and that's fucked up. Like, that's your mentor. What kind of person does that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you, like, you gave someone like a lifelong addiction that, you know what I'm saying, that's going to torment him his whole life. And that's fucked up. And you know what I'm saying, he just dealt with that, and just, throughout his life, his career, he's been battling that, going like through in and out of rehab, in and out of jail, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And we see him trying to like get better. No, he's trying to get better, and you know what I'm saying, progressing, but you know what I'm saying, we see him relapse and stuff like that. So it's real sad to like see this. It's hard seeing this, like, you know what I'm saying? And you got people like Master P who like speaking out about it, Master P and Fun Flex speaking out about it, saying that like this overdose could have been prevented if so-called people, like so-called friends and fans, could help him. But yeah, I'm gonna toss it to Tone. Tone, what do you think about all this?
A couple things I want to discuss, and I'm gonna keep it brief. But what I really want to say is fuck Flex. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew what time it was too, and I really do think Master P has genuine thoughts when it comes to a lot of things that hip hop has done over the years. I just don't think he get the recognition he should with some of the ideas that he have. Also, I want to point out the toxicity of people that are around you. For one, you talked a little bit about DMX upbringing and how it was pretty much a not so great lifestyle, and that's one thing we all got to look out for in life. People that you surround yourself around, are they really your friends? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a classic case of, were you dealing with doing drugs, or getting high with somebody, whatever that person may see in you, they may want to block your blessings, and that's not cool at all. But we see that time and time again. I remember it was a guy that I went to high school with, and he was said to be like this great basketball player. And someone did the same thing. They laced his weed with something and just spin him on a whirlwind. And it was a guy. My family was real cool. He's never been the same since, after he was smoking weed with someone and he just went left. You know what I mean? After he smoked that weed. So we gotta worry about if you out here smoking marijuana, or you drinking with other people, it's rules to everything you do. And one of the major rules is just be mindful who you doing this shit with. Mm-hmm. It's a big takeaway from this that I noticed.
Yeah, for me it was like for X. So like X was maybe 3 to 5 years before my time. It was like by the time like he was like huge in what, 98, and like I was what, like 6. So it was but by the time that I started to learn like who he was, he had like the the hit songs, like y'all gonna make me lose my mind. So like you just think of him as this like larger than life guy, and then like once I did start to go back a bit and I started to like hear like the rest of the stuff that he wrote, like talked about. He talked about this a lot inside. He talked about this a lot inside of his raps. Like he constantly talked about just trying to like this fight within him of trying to he was trying to like go with Christ like for a bunch of his raps was talking about trying to like go with God, go with Christ, and like go in the church. And then like he just completely flips it too. Like in the next song, he like completely flip it. And that was like really one of the first times where I kind of like saw a person like make this type of like art and like we're just like completely just completely truthful about it. That was the first time that like I saw that way. I'm not sure about the rest of y'all, but
he also had like prayers on his album.
He had prayers on his album. At one point, I swear he became a pastor, like out of his life too. Like I promise, I've seen that inside the news there. But then there's times like he was inside like a hotel room just going wild too, and it was just this constant up and down with him, where it's you just wish that people like that got you kind of see that they got like a good heart and stuff, that they kind of get through this, get past it, and like you hope that like that next road that they had, like their next good phase would be they'll stay that way for like the rest of their lifespan. So like once you see like relapses like this, it just kind of just really hurts there.
Yeah, I think this is a prime example that addiction, no matter status, it can reach all forms of economical status. And all walks of life of men and women deal with these types of addictions that grip hold of your life. You know what I'm saying? They take control of your life, and eventually they always spiral into worse and worse. It gets worse and worse until they OD or just they lose their job. It starts spilling over into all these areas of your life. And he was very open about his addiction and his struggles with that, and him trying to be his walk with Christ and his walk with God. And it also shows how much we do need God, in order to stay on the right path, because how easy it is to fall and to slip, So his life is an example of what to do and what not to do. You take the parts that you need and take it with your walk and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Tom.
I think also too, one of the things that we don't talk about is how the music industry would exploit whatever he's got going on, and they don't talk about what's his addictions. Matter of fact, they'll give him his addiction.
Yeah, no, they want him to be like that.
Want him to be up so they can keep pumping it. Yeah. And we saw this with Old Dirty Bastard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No matter how much Wu-Tang talked about how Old Dirty Bastard, he need to get help and all this shit, what help could you really do? You know what I mean? Yeah, and and I'm touching back on the Funk Master Flex shit, and he calling people out in the industry. He's no different. You know what I mean? I look at the verses they just did. They just exploited him one more time. Come on out here, do this verses with Snoop Dogg. This man's struggling back and forth. Right. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it was something for the limelight for him, but I don't want to see you in that light. I want to see you doing something different. I want to see you going through treatment. But at this point, when you like in your 40s, 50s, and you've been doing this shit since you was 12, 13, 14, the toss up is what? He ain't really listening to shit I got to say anyway.
Right.
So it's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be contributing to none of this shit. I wouldn't be, when he writing One More Road to Cross, and he got a big old thing of coke and weed everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But you get in trouble with the law, and you know what I'm saying. You get caught with all these texts and shit, and you in an airport, parking lot with guns and shit, acting crazy and shit. You know he high on something.
Right.
Pull a nigga coattail like, yo, you out of pocket.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's the people's closest to you that gotta. There's a level of accountability that's almost aggressive that needs to be taken at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, you about to sit down, bro, because you are literally about to kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? It gotta get to that point. And if somebody is not around that's caring enough,
right,
that's taking those extreme precautions, that's calling the people to say, no, you need to come get this. You know what I'm saying?
No, because to Tom's point is those your friends there want you like that because they too think that that's what sells, and you're their paycheck.
Yeah.
So they might be the ones that pump you up like that. Then like you start to think that too. Like, hey, I probably can't make like a hit song without the drug. So it's like, yeah. So it's you just kind of get stuck
or performing without it.
But then, so like, what about what Master P said? Because All Fun Flex said he was just like pointing fingers and shit. Master P actually like said something. He actually said like a good idea. He said hip hop needs a union, like calls for hip hop to have a union to help artists through tough times. To actually that's actually a good fucking idea. You know what I'm saying? Because like we wait till an artist is like down to like all give this like all this love and like all this more love and support, posting pictures of you and that person on social media, all that shit. It's like you need this, like what? Why don't you post that picture when he's not on life support? Maybe that picture will make a fucking difference, like or something. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, but I think Master B has a point. You know what I'm saying? That's a good idea. Go ahead, Tom.
I think that's a great idea, but part of the problem is the fact that hip hop today, we glorify addictions to the extreme. We take this shit to a whole nother level, man. Like we went from talking about black empowerment, we went from advocating for fuck the police to being stone cold fucking addicts out here, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm not going to get started with Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne really contributed to a lot of something, sipping on lean in my cup, da-da-da. You know what I mean? So, you know, we got to look at what we've been doing. And we've been having a lot of rappers, up-and-coming rappers fall off. Not just with what's going on with DMX, before DMX.
Yeah.
You know, like Juice WRLD and all those other guys. Mac Miller.
Mac Miller, yeah. Because French Montana, he was in an interview that he had noticed that Mac Miller was taking too much drugs. I forgot what drug it was, but I think it might have been lean he was taking. And he was looking at how much lean he was taking. He was like, yo, man, that's too much. Like, you shouldn't be. And Mac Miller basically was like, he needed that much. Like, he needed that much to numb the pain. And so French was kind of upset that he felt like he did enough, but the result, he didn't do enough because Mac Miller eventually OD. You know what I'm saying? But it's those signs that need to be taken. Not only taken that I'm going to say something in this one time in this setting, but I'm going to hold you accountable every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep the foot on the gas to, you need help, man. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah. So to that point, and like to the point that Jake made too, it's like we can put that in place. We can put that in place, and like we should put those things in place where people can really go out and help. But like we talked about, that there's, I mean, when that person's by themselves, like at night, that just kind of comes down to them too.
That's true.
And it's like once like a few weeks ago, like a few months ago now, we talked about like people's childhood past and like how like that really just starts to lead into like how they live now, and that person has to sleep like what with that on their mind. So
Right.
you kind of have to fight that, which is what X talked about too.
Right.
A lot of people don't understand too, man. Everybody be out here so big on smoking weed, and they don't realize those things be gateway drugs to other things too. You know what I mean? Like I was somewhere today, and I was at the gas station. And I noticed on one side of me, somebody in the car with the bag, stuff out of the bag rolling up. Then on the other side of me, somebody doing the same thing. And I'm like, damn, y'all just do this out in the open now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, well, are we the point? We so lost to the point that there's no decorum and no discreetness about the things that they do. It's out in the open. So let's go all the way out with it. You know what I mean? And another thing too, I was thinking, you know, I just really feel like when you so far gone, people tend to write you off. Like, you know, what can I do? He's going to do it regardless. Like you said, Dan, when he's in the confine of his home by himself, you know what I'm saying? Listening to One More Road to Cross, he gonna fucking one more road. You know what I mean? He gonna do what he do, and it's unfortunate, but you can't sit on a person 24/7, 365. That's impossible to do.
That's true. That's true. Good point. Yeah,
Maybe.
So it's like, what can you do? You know,
I don't know. Maybe it probably gotta get to that point when I know you can't be with. I don't know. Maybe they might be crazy, but there might be a job. That might be a job or something. Like you have to be with this person all the time to keep them from doing it. I don't know. Like
that shit's like
like a caregiver.
That's where like Tone's point of like the rehab spots to go to. Like that's what they're there for.
right?
But the way that you said it, Jake, just kind of takes me to like a sadder point where it's like when you're the person that's having to be there that whole time, you care more about their life than they do themselves too.
That's true.
And it's like you have to at least get them like you can force them to like a rehab spot, which is good. It's just kind of what you need to do too. But yeah, that's the tough spot of a friend or a loved one. There, it's a tough spot. Yeah, Tom.
But we're still looking at the fact that no matter what we do, they still a victim of this drug. They still at the mercy of whatever they're addicted to. So it's a hard, slippery slope with even them coming to grips that they have a problem. Because whatever they're doing, they can't even say that they really have a problem. You're the one saying I got a problem.
Right.
You're the one with the problem with me. I don't got a fucking problem.
Right.
I've been doing this since I was 14.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a slippery slope dealing with that. So I just think we don't have no answers to it. You know what I mean?
No, you don't.
We don't have no answers
that they kind of reached that point where they want one to change too, because that's the main thing. You have to hope, just that it clicks.
Yeah.
Before it's too late, right?
But to my point earlier, I just don't like how they get exploited. You know what I'm saying? Like even when he went on that was it? I want to change my life shit. I felt like she intentionally exploited what he had going on, and what he was doing. And this could have been a couple years ago, and maybe y'all didn't see it, but it was a big thing where, and I don't even care for her so-called spouse. She's not even a therapist. She's so-called a life coach, and all she do is yell, get in somebody's face and yell and tell her what they're not gonna do to her. You know, and
so she pretty much like those episodes of like Maury when the kid is bad and some drill sergeant come in and yells at you or some bullshit. It's like that pretty much.
Yeah, but it's on a different level though, because she personalizes it. And the main thing I took back from that is she kept talking about how he wasn't a father. This nigga strung out on crack. You think he thinking about being a dad? And she brought his kid there and all this stuff, and it made good TV. That's what I got to say. It was good TV.
Made good TV, yeah.
But it didn't help shit.
That's what I went about the exploiting part. All that shit made good TV. Everybody tuned in. You know what I'm saying? Felt bad about her and the kid, but DMX really was the one. Was it Earl? What's his name? Earl Simmons, right?
Yeah, Earl Simmons. That's his
Earl
name.
Simmons was the one that's really hurt. You know what I mean? He got 10 kids. He's struggling with everything. The only way he know how to make money. Originally, he was a crackhead that would rob people. You know what I mean? I say he came a long way. You know what I mean? He found the hustle, which was selling these songs. You know what I mean? But he wasn't able to work on the rest of the stuff. And it's sad that I'm talking in past tense, but he's in a veggie state right now. And they're trying to figure out what they're going to do with his brother's life.
Yeah, no, the last note I read that they're going to have to, at some point, pull the plug, but they don't know yet. So, sad space to be in.
Yeah, at life support point, you know, sad to say, but it's best to just get to the other side.
Shit, man. Like, I just hope for a miracle, pretty much. But go ahead.
You to that point, you saying hope for a miracle. I don't really know if him coming back would be a great thing, though. You know what I'm saying?
I think at this point it would, because you would know now. You feel me? If let's just say, for example, if something happens where he did come back and it snaps and he's back to himself, you would get off that bed like, okay, let me change.
You will hope, but I mean,
hope it's not really for certain.
You will hope, but that's
what they say. They say you deal with addiction every day of your life.
Right.
That's what they say.
Even when you've been sober for like years, you still dealing with it, and it's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, addictions also go further than just drugs. There's other addictions too, like a number of things. Like there's sex addictions. There's addiction, porn addictions, porn addictions,
food.
I'm just playing.
That's crazy you brought that up too, man, because at the top of the show I was looking at sex addiction treatment centers, and they have nowhere in the greater Detroit area that focus on that in particular. I guess the need for other addictions are much more vital than sex addictions.
Yeah, Detroit they happy to be freaks. They're like, we don't need no help with this.
Yeah, right. So I looked that up, and there's no conclusive evidence that you can get help from that. The closest place you can go is in Toronto if you're dealing with a sex addiction, or either to go to Rochester, New York, or either Midtown, New York. You know what I mean? And they got them out in LA. You know what I mean? So that's
I wonder what's in there. Like
a bunch of crosses and stuff.
If I had a sex addiction problem, the last place I'm gonna go to is LA. That's the last fucking place I'm gonna go.
The last place to go is one of them meetings, though.
What?
Bunch of freaks there.
Bunch of freaks there at the meeting.
Like, my name is
but like the main point is, no matter what it is, it still comes back to you. So like you let's just say you have a sickness, or there was stuff that happened inside your past that you got to deal with, and that is just like the way that your mind chose to deal with the stuff. So it's like you have to like go in and try to fix that, or like try to confront it and like try to break through there, no matter what is your vice.
Right.
I just want to point out, I love how Dan willed me back in, because I could have kept talking for a little bit more about.
Trying to.
Thank you. I appreciate you, my brother.
And Funk Flex was on some book.
You're gonna talk about Yeah. What you think's gonna happen at the meeting, Tone? Like they just gonna have an orgy right there at the sex meeting or something?
No, we got to go, big time. I ain't getting in trouble. You know? I ain't getting in trouble. We got to go.
Yeah, yeah, man. That's a tough spot to be in there again. Go and read. Look for help. Do the research for help there.
That the help that you need. Yep.
Or and just try.
The thing about addiction is you have to know that you want to be on the other side. So once you know you need help, go get the help that you need and don't be ashamed.
It's like a click. It's like a click that you just finally say, "All right, this is it. I'm done." And then
and don't let pride get in the way of getting yourself cleaned up.
Hey, we about to go into a whole topic there. Yes, don't let pride. Hey, don't let pride.
It's easy to say though. That's easy to say. You know what I mean? All that stuff is easy to say because if you in an addiction, you don't think you being prideful, not addressing it. You just think you don't have a problem. You know what I'm saying? So you could say, "Well, don't get this and don't."
No. But then like the next phase is that they do know, but they just kind of go like, "Yeah, well, this is my life now." And
right.
What?
I think part of them know it's a problem. You know. I think part of them does.
I think not a part of them, all of them know. You know what I'm saying? It's all in you when you got a lifestyle like that, man. You know the shit you doing ain't right.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
but to that point though, is you know it's not right. So then you kind of feel shameful about it, and then to make yourself feel good, you go back to it again, and then you're just stuck in there.
Yes. Well said, Dan. Exactly.
What the fuck am I doing here?
Drunk up.
What? I don't understand why I'm here. I just saw y'all motherfuckers like a couple weeks ago. What the fuck I'm doing here? Like I don't understand.
This is your week. This is the week that you said that you like to come in, so we let you in.
How you doing, Drunk?
How's it going, Drunk Up?
Are y'all playing with me right now? I got look. I was with a young tender, and you know what I'm saying. We was about to get it on, and you know she blindfolded me. You know what I'm saying. And then next minute, I'm here with you motherfuckers. What the fuck going on? Some of y'all want to tell me. Something you want to tell me?
Hey,
I want to break it down.
Okay.
OG, you want to take this?
I'm going to steer the wheel on this one. I'm glad you're here. Number one, and when we last saw you, we saw you kind of crying out, and we just wanted to just have you come on here. We want to really confront some things to you.
Crying out? When the fuck was I crying out?
The last time you were on here, man.
I don't recall that. I don't be crying. Fuck you talking about? I don't cry.
What I mean by crying out, you was basically you were crying for help.
Yeah.
You know.
What I don't need help. What I need help with? What I need help?
Maybe
you know what I'm saying? I'm
in your hand.
Say that again.
Maybe the cup, the red cup that's in your hand.
The red cup.
You was choosing your tenderoni over the red cup.
No, he chose the red cup over the love of his life, not the tenderoni. That's a new person that I don't want to talk about right now.
Right.
Look, let me tell you. I don't think y'all understood what I told y'all last time. My motherfucking name is Drunk Unk. That's my name. That's what it said on my driver's license, my social security card, my birth certificate. That's what it say. This is what I do. And I'm a functional human being. I do what I got to do, and I handle it. And yeah, I like my drink. I love my drink. I like my yak. I like my hen dog. I like my Kavasi yak. I like my Martell. I like my Remy, my 1738. All of it. I got to have it. I got to have it. But I can still handle myself.
No.
So I don't know what this is all about. But like, I don't know if you're trying to have like an intervention or some shit. I don't do interventions. I don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you telling me like stripping me of my freedom and sending me some rehab or whatever. I don't need all that shit. I don't need all that. I know what I'm doing. I'm handling mine. Y'all handle y'all's. You know, that's what y'all need.
Malachi, please talk to him.
Yeah. Drunk Unc, you know what I'm saying? This your nephew here, you feel me? And we just coming to you because we love you, Drunk Unc. You know what I'm saying? And we noticing some things about you that may not be the best decisions in your life that you
If you love me, nephew, like you say, you want to send that young tender to my house to blindfold me and kidnap me and bring me here. You wouldn't have did that. You wouldn't have did that. You tricked me. I'm hurt.
I had to get her there. So I had to get him here somehow, and I knew a tender was the only way to do it. But that's neither here nor there. We did that, Drunk Unc, in order to get you the help that you need that you may not know that you need. So if you just soften your heart up and allow yourself to receive us and receive the help that we're trying to give you.
Drunk Unc. Now don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. But we did learn something about you, Drunk Unc.
Well, what'd you learn? What you learn?
And we want you to love your real name.
There you go.
Uncle Elroy. Who the hell Uncle Elroy?
That is you.
That ain't my name.
That is
my name is Unc. Do I look like a character from Next Friday to you motherfuckers? Is that what I look like to y'all?
That is your name.
That's your name.
That's not my name. My name is Unc.
My name is
Unc, and I be drunk and I be off the lack. That's what I be. That's me. That's what I do. And I handle mines, and I don't need no help. So like
oh, our first attempt.
This goes back to what we said. You gotta want the help, man. You gotta want it. And I think we contribute a lot to this by constantly addressing him by Drunk Unc.
Yeah. We really do need to stop calling him drunk.
We need to. It's because there's power in the tongue, and so we're claiming that name for him, and
he's taking it too far.
He's like empowering himself with this.
Yeah, exactly. It's really kind of sad, and at least we tried, fellas. I think.
Yeah. Until next week or the next time we see him.
Yeah.
Why smell like yak and brute clone in this motherfucker?
It's a long story, Jake. It's a long story.
You don't even know.
All right, whatever. Speaking of stories, let's hit these quick hits though, real fast. You know what I'm saying? What is so funny?
Speaking of stories, that was nice.
That was nice.
That was nice.
I like it.
Speaking of quick hits. The Derek Chauvin case. That's how you say his last name. I don't give a fuck. Fuck this nigga. But there's new witnesses popped up or whatever. Tone, what's up with this, bro?
Man, we're following this case extensively, and they had a bunch of new witnesses. A lot of cops came out there, and they gave their testimony. They even had a LA cop come on there and talk about how Derek Chauvin's tactics were not something that they get trained to do. And it's so weird because they finally released, was it Two Towels, the officer Two Towel, that's his name apparently. They released his interview clip with the FBI, and his lawyer says during that time, hey, look, my client didn't put his knee to George Floyd's neck. Why is he getting treated as such? And the big thing is your client is complicit in the same way. So it's eager to see. I'm eager to see how this is going to pan out after Derek Chauvin's case goes forward. I just feel like they bringing all these people out. They've exploited George Floyd's addiction to pills. They keep trying to ramrod that and say, well, he was like a super nigga. You know what I'm saying? He was on pills and we had to get 40 people to hold his big ass down. You know what I mean? So, you know, the police are really trying to, well, the defense is really trying to push that narrative that, you know, maybe the knee to the neck could have contributed to it, but overall it could have been something that was going on with the drug addiction in which George Floyd was suffering from. So
would he would have died if he didn't have that knee on his neck though?
Yeah, they saying the fentanyl was too strong. You know what I mean? It took him out. You know what I mean? Not the knee to the neck, but the fentanyl did it.
That fentanyl, boy, I tell you.
But you go to the dude who did the autopsy, and he says his heart was in good attack, in great form. It was in good attack, and none of that really mattered. It was contributed to the knee. So I'm eager to see how this is going to pan out, man. I think this is the case of the year. You know what I mean? Because this is the case that changed everything for 2020. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was in such an array of the pandemic, but this changed the social construct of the year. So to see how it pans out is going to be crazy.
Yeah. Next on our quick hits, on Easter, you know what I'm saying? We had a versus for the ages, you know what I'm saying? All the aunties, they tuned in for this one, you know, Earth, Wind, and Fire versus the Ozzy Brothers, two legendary bands, legendary groups in music. Dan, what you think of this one, bro?
Yeah, so I went and checked out the clips just to see if there were songs that I liked and stuff, which I did know, but I did learn something about myself. So when it comes to like a bunch of these old soul songs, I learned that I don't really know the songs. I just know the samples for the raps that they came from them. So yeah, but two dope groups, great stuff, great to check out. And it's great to like find like the old samples from songs too.
Yeah, that's how I gain appreciation for older music. It's pretty much through hip hop. You hear the sample, because I hear the sample, I'll hear the song, and I'll be like, I want to look up the sample where it came from, shit like that.
I look up all the samples.
That's an interesting point because my favorite rapper, Currency, you know, he does that a lot, and so I got hit to knowing that was that prevalent in hip hop through him.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Dan?
The folk that make the beats do it. but yeah.
Right. Yeah, the producers he worked with do that a lot. Yeah.
It could be the artist. Sometimes the artist be like, "Hey, can you do something with this sample or whatever?" So sometimes that happens. But go ahead, Tone. What you about to say?
I just wanted to point out two things. To your point, Dan, I didn't really know Isley Brothers made Footsteps in the Dark because of Ice Cube. Today was a good day. And to another point, the ladies was going crazy over Ronald Isley's beard. And I got a little gray in mine. I'm thinking, am I on Zaddy look? Look on?
You said his Zaddy look?
Yeah. Oh,
thank you.
You on that one.
Thank you.
Yeah. Next quick hit. Paul Pierce got fired after a racy Instagram video. I personally think it was some bullshit. They got fired, but whatever. But go ahead, Malachi.
Yeah, I'm laughing at this caption that says Shaq couldn't stop laughing while talking about that. I didn't see that clip. I gotta go watch that clip. What'd you say, Dan?
I said I still got that tab up. So once this is done, I'm gonna check that out.
Right. Because I know Shaq was fooling them, my man. But yeah, Paul Pierce, man, you out of line, bro. It's not the fact of what he was doing; it's the fact of you recording yourself, you going live yourself, and doing this stuff. It's one thing if one of the strippers went live and you so happen to get caught slipping, but you going live and you work for Disney, work for ESPN, that ain't gonna work, my boy.
But he worked for Disney?
Yeah.
No, Disney owns ESPN.
Right.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know they own ESPN. That's crazy.
Yeah, so
Well, that changes everything. Yeah.
Do the research. That's told.
but anytime you're on TV like that, it's just certain things you can't be doing in the public on purpose. Like I said, it's one thing if you get caught, somebody posted you from doing something, but you going live.
Actually, I stand by what I said earlier. Fuck Disney. Fuck Disney too. All that racist ass shit they used to put out back in the day. Fuck them. Fuck out of here.
I was just about to say that. Like, I don't give a fuck. Disney, it's a contradiction when black folks get caught up in the news because they love to fire your ass, but they never apologize for the shit they've done. Period.
True.
They don't.
But us as black people,
we don't work there. He works there. So
right. Right. Yeah, nigga lost his job now.
Or he worked there. Like they're the ones that paid the paychecks. You know how hard it was to find screenshots that didn't have ass all up in them. You know how hard it was.
And I'm not taking nothing away from the stupid shit he did. He in the damn a selfie talking about some Rachel. You could be making so much money.
Yeah.
Doing the most.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But that's it for our quick hits for this week. Let's get the gem of the week for this week. Tone, please take it away, sir.
So, everybody loves DMX, and everybody has a lot of thoughts about DMX. Once again, fuck Flex. To my point, I want to mention something that LeBron James said. He says, to one of my favorite artists growing up and still to this day, DMX, my prayers are with you and sent to the almighty heavens above. And this is our gem of the week based on the fact that when LeBron talks, people listen. And I just think, I'm going to read what he said, a little bit more what he said. He said, for me being part of a single-parent household, never met my father before, I had to gravitate towards certain music, certain athletes, certain artists to talk to me. He said, so like Nas and Pac and Jay and even DMX at times, because I'm a kid in the inner city where I feel like nobody gives a fuck about me. So like DMX would talk to me like it was dark, twisted. That's where I was in my life right now. So those moments made him overcome so much more. And I think just LeBron himself, man, look, if he goes down in history as the single athlete with no type of scandal, I would not be surprised. This brother is doing everything the right way. He says everything the way it needs to be said. And I had to make this a gem of the week concerning our group discussion. Shout out to LeBron. And one more again for DMX, man. Prayers up to you.
Thank you for that, Tone. That was a gem of the week for this week. And that brings us to the end of Mask Off episode 51. One more road to cross. Thank you, everybody out there, for rocking with us. Also, you know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to the homie Big Tone.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, OG.
Thank you.
For sure. So, that's it for this week. Thanks for rocking with us, and we out. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Big Tone.